Ever since childhood, mystic places have always fascinated me. Curiosity made me travel across India and Nepal in search of occult and mysticism. Strangely, whenever I have visited a Kali temple, I have always encountered with a Muslim fakir outside the shrine. This is one such incident which happened in the district of Birbhum in Tarapit in West Bengal. It was June 2005 when my company was going under a merger with a larger MNC. The latter wanted our middle management to be replaced by their own people. Most of us lost our jobs that month, including me. It's quite but natural when you lose your job all of a sudden, you look up to God or some kind of power to save you. So here I was driving down Kolkata Delhi highway with a friend of mine who knew a very powerful Kali worshipper who solved various problems of people through his tantras and rituals. The place was Jamshol village, which was about 80 kilometers interior from Raniganj and Durgapur. It was a strange remote village which had no electricity, no overhead wires, no electric poles. And by the time we reached, it was pretty dark. The tantric's name was Nimai Baba. He came out in very simple dhoti and bare body. And he told us that, son, I may not be able to help you today till such time I sit on my Pancho Mundu Asan. What he meant was, till such time he sits on his 5 human skull-headed seat, he wouldn't be able to get powers. He told us to reach Tarapit temple the next day, generally where he conducts his yogyas and rituals in the burning ground. I immediately got interested in the 5-headed human skulls than anything else that time. After a long 6 hours drive, we reached Tarapit temple, an 800-year-old prominent tantric temple dedicated to the worship of the destructive aspect of Shiva in form of Kali. The place had a burning ground alongside river Dwarka where dead bodies are burnt regularly. It is generally said that the fire in the crematorium never dies out because someone or the other is being burnt round the clock. This tantric had put up in a prominent hotel in Tarapit. We knocked on his door only to be surprised to see a total different version of him. The man was in red clothes with a red tika on his forehead and his eyes was bloodshot. He was wearing a long garland made with small human skulls and human bones. In a very rude way he told us, follow me, and he started walking towards the crematorium. It was 10 o'clock by then. One has to get into the burning hut bare feet. We stamped on various bones and skulls in the burning hut which was scattered all around the place. That night, many tantrics from various places were conducting yogyas and rituals, completely wearing black. Nimai Baba had a big following of devotees. They were already present in his spot, arranging for firewood and other ingredients, making it ready for the ritual. Nimai Baba arranged his 5 skull-headed seat and started his ritual. My eyes immediately got stuck on those skulls. We sat through the entire night till early parts of the morning. I was waiting some magic to happen. It was my first time experiencing human skulls. By dawn, the ritual fire was dying out slowly. Using his finger, he started brushing his teeth using the residue fire ash which was left over from the yogya. Devotees started lining up to speak to him in turns. He started rubbing sindoor on his thumbnail and started gazing on it. People asked various questions to him, and amazingly he answered one by one. But when my turn came, he just told me, go home. Everything will be fine. I was very disappointed. I was expecting much more than that. Anyways, we got up and left the crematorium, completely disillusioned. I was walking out of the crematorium when suddenly I heard someone calling me from behind. I was not pretty sure, but I turned around and I saw a Muslim fakir calling out to me. I ignored him and kept on walking. Within seconds, the fakir caught up to my pace and started asking me if I could buy him a big packet of batasa from the local shop. Now, batasa are crystallized sugar sweets which are generally offered in dargah or mazar. For those of you who do not know what is a mazar, it's a sacred place where Muslim saints are buried. People from all walks of life visit mazars and offer incense sticks, sheets of flowers, rose water, and batasa out of respect. Now, coming back to the story, I turned around towards the fakir and I stopped. I gazed at him. His eyes were something different. He again asked me to buy him a big packet of batasa, but I couldn't respond. He had something about his eyes. All of a sudden, he touched my head with his wooden stick, which had peacock feathers all around it, and said, "You will get your job back tomorrow." I was completely shocked. Immediately, without delay, I bought him the batasa. He took the batasa in his hand and said, "I live about 500 meters from this burning hut." He touched my head again and left. I was too much in a state of shock to ask him to wait. I had so many questions which was unanswered. We went back to the hotel and slept. We had been awake the entire night. In the evening, we came out and asked the locals for direction to this mazar. It was about 20 minutes walking distance from the crematorium. It was an ancient, broken down mazar, and there were few fakirs who were praying inside. On inquiring about the fakir who we went in the morning, they said there is no such fakir living here. After much investigation also, we couldn't find the truth. We couldn't figure out anything what was happening. One old fakir from this mazar came up to me and said, "Son, you will meet many such people in your life's journey. Just take it as a blessing and move along." We drove back home that night. The following day, I get a call from my company to come and meet them. I not only joined the merged entity with a higher salary, but also with stock options. As much as it is unbelievable for you, it was for me on that particular day. I visited the mazar many times after that in pursuit of finding him, but I never did. If you are one such explorer like me, maybe you should visit the place. Who knows, you just might come across a blessed soul. My learning that day was, if you want something really passionately, the nature might send you somebody or something in any form to support you. But your wanting should be very intense. Tarapet Temple is about 6 to 7 hours drive from Kolkata. The closest railway station is Rampur Hut. Please like, share and subscribe if you really liked my experience at Tarapet with this fakir. See you with another story very soon.